lady care to sample our dessert?
Those are fabulous. I have it all over my mouth.
Maybe I should have a taste it.
Hey, you! We want to talk to you, buddy.
Oh, no.
I think we missed our checkout time.
You don't run faster, we're gonna get caught.
I'm running as fast as I can. My shoes are made to look flattering, not win a marathon.
Both of you, stop!
You won't get away!
Ned, this is such a rush. I feel like we're in a movie.
Trust me, Fancy, you won't like the ending if we're caught.
Can we really go to jail?
I'm not sticking around long enough to find out.
The guards are gaining on us.
Oh, there's the door to the stairs. Let's hope it isn't locked, huh? Come on, Fancy.
I can't run down all those stairs in my shoes.
Hold this.
Are you gonna carry me down over your shoulder?
This isn't a movie, remember?
What are you doing? Those are designer sandals.
It's called Evening the Odds. Come on.
You expect me to use an icky public staircase barefoot?
They went this way.
Never mind.
You know, I hate calling the police.
Honey, it's like you said, Teresa has left us with no other choice. She has barricaded herself in her room. She refuses to hand over Jane. You and Pilar, even Martin, you all tried to reason with her, but as usual, she refuses to listen to reason. Okay, you have to call the police because there's no way Teresa's gonna hand over Jane without a fight.
I know. I just think calling the police is harsh.
Harsh? Ethan, what Teresa said to us earlier was harsh. Blaming this whole thing on me being barren and you feeling guilty for marrying me because you really love her? That girl has no shame. Teresa does not know the difference between right and wrong. All she cares about is getting her own way. And when she doesn't get her own way, this is exactly what happens.
I was just hoping we could settle this a little more peacefully, that's all.
Hello? Ethan, we tried to be civil with her. She physically attacked me when you were trying to reason with her. Okay? Hopefully the police will make Teresa realize that she has to hand over Jane. And you know what? If she's not going to do it, then they're just going to have to arrest her for violating a judge's order.
I just wish there was another way, that's all.
Well, there isn't. There isn't, because once again, she has forced her hand.
I know. All right. I'll do it. I'll call the police.
Teresa, unlock this door so that Ethan can take Jane back to the mansion.
No, Mama, never.
Teresita, mija, you can't win. The judge awarded temporary custody to Ethan and Gwen. Now, you have no choice here but to hand the baby over to them.
You know what, Mama? I do have a choice. Jane is my child, and I choose not to let Ethan and Gwen have her.
Teresa, please, escúchame, mija. Jane is Ethan's baby, too. Okay, he has a God-given right to be a part of her life, and the judge agreed with him. Now, please, just hand the baby over.
No, Mama, I won't.
Fine, Teresa. Then if you don't, that judge could hold you in contempt and put you in jail. Now stop being stupid and hand the baby over.
You know what, Mama? I told you before, Ethan loves me too much to ever rob me of my daughter.
You're wrong, Teresa. Ethan's in the living room right now calling the police.
Elise, no matter what I say or do, you will never believe what I know to be true in my heart. That the life our love created, the baby that was taken away from me at birth, is Marty. He is our little boy. Elise, you know that I have tried to deny this. You know that I have tried to pretend that it was wishful thinking as a way of coping with the loss of my child, but it's neither. It's the truth. And as hard as this is, I have no choice but to accept it. But what I can't accept is that the man I love won't believe me.
Sheridan, I have tried, but
You won't.
I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too. That's why I have to leave. I have to get away from you for a little while.
Please don't leave. Look, I know that we can work through this.
Can we, Luis? Can we really?
No, you can't, Luis. Sheridan's right and you are wrong. Marty is her son. And when the truth comes out, she'll never forgive you for having doubted her. You and sure are finished, Luis. I'll bet my broomstick on it.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Why are you lying to me, Papa? Huh? No, Ethan wouldn't call the police on us, sweetheart. No, he wouldn't.
Teresa, your father is not lying to you, mija. He is helping you try to see the situation for what it really is.
Your mother's right. I was just in the living room and Ethan's calling the police to come over and enforce the judge's order that you hand over Jane.
No, look, I'm not gonna do it, okay? A battalion of Marines couldn't rip my daughter from me.
Teresa, stop being dramatic. You have to comply with the judge's order.
No, I don't.
Listen to your mother. When the police get here, you'll have no choice. And if you resist, you'll go to jail.
I'm not giving up my daughter, and that is all there is to it.
Shh. What should we do?
I don't know. It's clear that she won't give in without a fight.
She did this once before, you know, at the Crane Mansion, when Rebecca made Julian sue for custody of little Ethan. But back then, Ethan was on her side. Now, it's just the opposite.
Teresa's been a handful, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's headstrong and hopelessly romantic, a dangerous combination.
So I'm seeing. You've had a lot on your plate all these years.
I tried to do the best that I could.
And you did great. Our children were lucky to have you as their mother. I mean, you held this family together after I left.
Well, with Lisa's help.
Even so, I know it wasn't easy.
We had our faith. Not much else.
And I'm sorry. I mean, I know that I can't make up for all the years that I was gone to...
But you're here now, right? I mean, you are going to stay with us. ¿Verdad que sí, Martin?
You tell me, Luis. Can we really get through something as big as this?
We used to think that our love could get us through anything. And since there is no doubt that we still love each other,
It's
I don't
how
see why
we
can't
love
get through
each
this.
other, Luis. It's how. Look, our passion for each other has never been greater than it is right now. That's what's making this so hard. Because without faith or trust, passion alone just isn't enough. And this whole thing with Marty and your doubt that he is our son has made me realize that, except for passion, our love isn't as strong as we thought.
Sheridan's right, Luis. Your doubting her has weakened the bond between you almost to breaking point. The final snap, crackle, and pop will come when Marty is revealed to be Sheridan's son.
Why do you say that? Because I think that our love is strong enough to get us through this thing with Marty.
Which brings me back to my original question. Do you love me enough to trust that I am right, that Marty is our son?
Do you mind? Lopez Fitzgerald.
Luis, it's Ethan. Listen, Gwen and I need your help.
What for?
Well, we have a little situation over at Pilar's. Look, I don't know if you heard, but Gwen and I have been granted temporary custody of Jane.
I heard.
Well, we came over to get Jane, and Teresa has locked herself in her room, much in the same way that she did with little Ethan over at the mansion a little while back, and she's refusing to give Jane up.
And you tried talking to her?
Yeah, till I'm blue in the face. Luis, I was going to call the police and have them come and force her to hand her over, but if they get involved, she'll probably get arrested, and I really don't want to go that route. And I was thinking, you being her brother and a police detective, that you could help us out with this.
Yeah, I'd like to. It's just, kind of in the middle of a difficult situation right now.
Wait a minute. Is that Ethan? Is Gwen with him? Is this about Jane?
Hold on. Ethan and Gwen went over to my mother's house to get custody of Jane, and Teresa won't let them take her.
You need to go over there and help them. I'll come with you.
What about us?
We'll talk about us later, but right now our friends and our family need you.
I need you. And I need for us to be okay.
Like I said, we'll talk about this later. I promise.
Ethan, Sheridan and I will be right over.
But after we talk, I can't promise anything.
Are you really here for us now? I mean, can the children and I count on you for the long haul?
Yes. I'm back to stay. I mean, I'm still committed to rebuilding our marriage, healing the hurt of the family. I mean, I want us to all be close, to feel safe again and loved. I mean, I know that it's, it won't be easy, but I'm determined to fix what I broke when I left with Catherine. To ease the burden that you carried for far too long.
Thank you. Oh, God, thank you. You don't know what it means to me to hear you say that.
Stop,
Why?
so I can put my shoes back on.
The guards could catch up at any second.
Ready. This is so exciting. I love the way you let that other door slam so the guards thought we ditched the staircase on a higher floor.
Look, we're not out of the woods yet, okay?
Fine by me. I never get to play cops or robbers when I was growing up.
Look, this may be fun and games to you, but it's not to me. If we get caught, your rich family, whoever they are, is probably gonna buy your way out of trouble. Me, I'll go to jail, and I'm too damn pretty to let that happen.
You sure you aren't exaggerating?
My looks are going to jail.
Both. All we did was take a little food from room service.
You took a little food. I've been dining on the hotel's tab for a while now. I used my computer to erase thousands of dollars in charges.
Doesn't that make you a felon?
Not if I don't get caught.
This way!
Jeez, the guards.
What do we do?
Gotta give them the slip again.
How?
Oh, I have an idea. Come on,
Where are we going?
just follow my lead.
I can't believe those two got away. Don't worry, we'll fight them. They couldn't have gotten too far.
Ned, those guards are after us. This is no time for a nap.
Get in bed with me.
A little romance first wouldn't hurt, you know.
Damn it. Yeah. This isn't about romance. Just get in bed.
At least you're honest.
The guards are outside the shop.
Hold still. Don't move.
Those two have to be around here somewhere. I can feel them right underneath our noses. Me too. Hey, look.
You are my passion for life.
You see them? Just now when they moved, I was starting to think I never would. Unbelievable. They're there, right in front of us. Come on, let's corner them before they get away. Nah, management doesn't like it when we fraternize with the celebs. And hey, Josh Duhamel and Vanessa Marcel are huge in Las Vegas on NBC.
We're getting sidetracked. Those two poachers are still on the loose. We have to find them.
I wonder where they got off to.
I don't see them anywhere around. Hey, let's check over that way.
Sorry about the lip lock. It was the only way I could think of to hide our faces from the guards.
It's okay. Well, to be honest, it was way better than okay. That kiss was amazing.
I didn't realize the hotel had hired live mannequins for our display.
It was part of a spur-of-the-moment marketing decision. Actually, we're doing it in all of our stores.
I can't believe you didn't get the memo.
Who in marketing sent it?
You know, what's his name?
Marketing is all female.
Ooh, ouch. That's 2 memos you didn't get. Better start dusting off that old resume. Looks like someone's out of the loop.
We have to go now.
Good luck finding a new job.
Wait, what did you hear?
That was fun, Ned. What's next?
This isn't a game, remember, Fancy? All right, if we get caught, we'll be in big trouble. At least I will be.
Well, then, we just won't get caught.
I think I underestimated you.
Ditto that.
You just like the way I kiss.
Come on, let's go before those guards circle back.
Yeah, you sure you're okay with me calling Luis instead of the police?
Honey, if it avoids a bigger scene than Teresa's already caused, then I'm all for it. You know, of course, Teresa's too selfish to realize the potential trauma she's inflicting on Jane and little Ethan by acting this way.
That's why I'm hoping he'll get through to her. He's her brother, and he's a cop as well. Hey, thanks for coming.
I'm so glad you could be here too, of course.
I'm sorry to bother you with this, but if anybody can convince Teresa to give the baby up, I think it's you. Well, I'll do my best.
Luis.
Huh.
Sheridan.
Yeah, just came to talk to Teresa.
Well, good luck, son. We've all tried and gotten nowhere.
And why would she listen to you?
Luis, please, not now, okay? Ethan, thank you for calling Luis instead of the police department.
I don't want to hurt Teresa. I just don't want this thing to get any worse than it already is.
Oh, you've been more than considerate to Teresa.
Yeah, all the good it's done, huh?
Gwen, I understand you're upset, and yours too, Ethan. I'm upset as well, but I'm not blind to why it's come to this. You know, Teresa sometimes can be her own worst enemy, just like she's doing now.
I mean, let's just hope that Luis can get through to her.
Gwen, I'm so sorry. Is there anything I can do?
Honey, I wish. I wish. You know, all this trouble with Teresa, it's just never gonna end. The pain and the grief that bitch, she puts me through, you know, it just keeps piling up and piling up. And the thing is, as miserable as she's made me, I think that in some ways she's made things worse for Ethan.
How so?
She has pushed him to do things he never would do.
Like sue for temporary custody of Jane.
Yeah. I mean, it's really hard for him.
I'm sure it is. Ethan's not the kind of man who ever wants to hurt anyone.
Exactly. It's one of the reasons I love him, but Teresa, she plays on it and she tries to manipulate him. And I just wish that Ethan could see without a doubt that it's the right thing that we take Jane away from Teresa.
Well, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah, you know, to a certain extent he does, but I'd be kidding myself to deny that he's got reservations.
That's right, baby. Go to sleep, okay? And you have sweet dreams. Everything's gonna be just fine. Your real mommy's gonna make sure of it. Whatever it is, go away. I'm not opening the door.
Teresa, it's me, Luis. I came as soon as I heard that Ethan and Gwen want to take the baby.
Luis? It's awful, Luis. I don't know what to do.
No. You just open the door, you let me take care of the rest, okay?
Ned, why are we stopping?
We need a plan. We can't just keep running around the hotel all night.
Why not? It's fun.
You think it'll be fun when we get caught and hauled off to jail? Oh, that's right. Your family will come to your rescue. I'm not that lucky. I'll actually do time.
Ned, you worry too much. If you're afraid of getting caught, let's just leave.
There's security cameras at every entrance. We wouldn't make it out to the taxi stand.
Okay, so we're trapped inside the hotel. So far, we've managed to elude those guards. I think we're home free.
Andy, you there?
I read you, Floyd. What is it?
No sign of him here at the all-you-can-eat buffet. But the prime rib is incredible.
Floyd, will you stop eating long enough to think? Why would those two poachers be at the buffet when they just ripped off the hotel for a 4-course meal?
All this running around made me hungry. I thought they might have worked up an appetite, too.
Just go search the lounge, but don't drink. I'll finish up over here.
Right, Ange. Out.
Let's make a run for it.
There's no time.
Well, we can't stay here unless you're in the mood for a strip search.
Come on. Damn, we're trapped. Well, the guard's heading this way.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
What are you gonna do, huh? Give the guy a facial and hope he doesn't haul us off to be arrested?
No, just take off your clothes, I'll do the rest.
What?
You heard me. Get naked and lie down on that table. I'll take it from there.
I hope Luis convinces Teresa to hand the baby over to Ethan and Gwen without involving the police.
Well, me too. I mean, I've seen how stubborn Teresa can be.
Yes, usually to her detriment. Still, you know, if someone were to take one of my children, I'd fight as well. When it comes to my family, I will fight till my last breath to preserve it.
Ethan, I see how hard this is for you.
Sheridan, I hate taking Jane away from Teresa. The way she's been behaving lately, she's been vindictive, she has been cruel to Gwen. I honestly think that Jane's better off with us right now, at least for the time being.
I understand. But this has to be especially hard for you since you're still in love with Teresa.
I told you that.
No one had to tell me. Ethan, when you and Teresa came to the hospital after I was buried alive, I could tell right then and there how true your love seemed, how deep and lasting it was. And even though you're with Gwen now, I know a part of you still loves Teresa. And I know this has to be tearing you apart to be taking your daughter away from her.
Sheridan, it is. I don't like hurting her. But there's no denying that she has hurt Gwen. And me. Teresa's role in Sarah's death and stealing her embryo and tricking me into getting her pregnant with Jane. All of these things have led up to where we are right now.
Well, hopefully Luis can end this stalemate over Jane.
That's why I called him. But, you know, I'm starting to think that no matter what happens now, it's just going to lead to more problems. And I wonder if this fighting is ever going to stop.
The answer is no, dear boy. The triangle you were trapped in with Teresa and Gwen is going to get messier as the days go by. Especially when it's revealed that Rebecca and Gwen have sent Teresa's file on your true paternity to the tabloids. The ladies Hotchkiss think they've covered their tracks, but, of course, eventually the truth will come out. And when it does, all hell will break loose. But now, for instant gratification, I want Sheridan to hear what Luis and Teresa will be talking about. Sheridan, tell Ethan you are going to check on Luis. He'll understand.
I'm gonna go check on Luis. See if he's getting anywhere with Teresa.
Teresa, open the door. This has gone on long enough.
Whose side are you on, Luis?
Yours. That's why Ethan called me down here. He didn't want to involve uniformed police officers.
See, I knew he wouldn't do that to me.
He doesn't want to fight anymore, Teresa, and I'm sure that you don't either. Now just open the door, bring Jane out here, and I'll take it from there, okay?
Luis, you know Jane is sleeping, so why do we need to disturb her when she's not going anywhere?
Look, I'm not here to let you keep Jane. I'm here to give her to Ethan.
My God, Luis, you're my brother. You're supposed to be on my side.
Teresa, I'm also an officer of the law, and right now the law is on Ethan's side. A judge has granted him temporary custody of Jane, so you have to hand her over to him.
No, I won't.
Teresa, Ethan will do whatever it takes to get Jane.
No, he won't, Luis. He loves me.
You didn't think that he would take you to court to get custody, and he did. And now by refusing to comply with the judge's orders, Ethan could get permanent custody of Jane.
No, Luis.
You force a showdown here, Teresa, you're going to lose. And by ignoring the judge's orders, you are setting yourself up for big trouble here.
You know, you are so good at giving advice, but how are you at taking it?
What is that supposed to mean?
Did you take my advice about Sheridan?
I tried, okay? There is just too much evidence that shows that Beth is Marty's mother. I cannot ignore the proof.
Not even for Sheridan, huh? You should accept what Sheridan believes, Luis, because you love her. And that should be reason enough. That should be more than enough.
Well, God help me. I wish it were, but it is not enough for me to ignore my instincts.
Well, I can't ignore my instincts as a mother either. There's no way I'm handing over my child to Ethan and Gwen.
Teresa, this is about the law here.
For you, Luis. Not for me. For me, it's about doing what my heart tells me. You may be willing to risk losing Sheridan, but I refuse to lose my daughter.
I pity Sheridan. Sort of. Hearing Louise side with facts over feelings must have been like a knife through her heart. If there were any hope for them as a couple, it's all gone now.
Was Luis able to get through to Teresa?
No, not yet.
No, I thought if anyone could get through to Teresa, it would be Luis.
I tried talking to Teresa again, but it wouldn't do any good. You know what? Maybe I should just leave.
No. No, I want you to stay. I've missed having you to lean on, to draw on your strength.
Then wild horses couldn't drag me away. I'm here for you, Pilar. You have my word.
Well, Luis better get through to Teresa, because one way or another, we are taking Jane with us, Gwen.
Yeah, I knew she would try to pull some stunt like this, but for some reason you thought things would be different this time.
Yeah, I thought they would be.
I mean, why, really? Why? Because Teresa never does the right or fair thing. I mean, Teresa does what Teresa wants with no regard for anyone else.
Gwen, please don't take this the wrong way, but I mean, I can understand Teresa's reluctance.
Okay, you've got to be kidding me here, Sheridan. He's always defending her, and now you are too?
No, I'm just saying that I can understand how painful it is to have your child taken away.
Well, so do I. Have you forgotten that I lost 2 children because of Teresa, along with any chance of ever having a child of my own? So as for this pain over us having temporary custody of Jane, I understand that Teresa is hurting, I do. But this is all her fault. Because this is what you get when you steal people's embryos. This is what you get when you trick a married man into sleeping with you and getting you pregnant. This is what you get when you refile charges against that man's wife and refuse to drop them. So please spare me the whole, I'm so sorry for Teresa. Teresa's in so much pain crap because she's getting exactly what she deserves. And let's not forget that Jane is also Ethan's child. And Jane would have been my daughter if Teresa hadn't tried to rip apart our marriage yet again with yet another one of her crazy schemes. So am I sorry that Teresa's hurting? No, I am sorry that Teresa never learns from her mistakes.
Gwen, I'm so sorry. I can sympathize with both of you. This situation is beyond difficult.
Well, there would be no situation at all if it weren't for Teresa.
If you didn't listen to me about Sheridan, I am not gonna listen to you about giving up my baby.
But one has nothing to do with the other. This is about you doing what's right, and that means turning Jane over to Ethan.
How can you ask me to do that, Louise? How can you ask me to give up my child when you know what it's like to have a baby taken from you? Do you want me in that much pain?
Teresa, look, I know that this isn't easy, okay? But I'm thinking about what's best for you in the long run. Now, the judge's ruling is only temporary, okay? If you behave yourself, you'll get Jane back.
Louise, no, see, you don't understand. This is just the beginning. Because Gwen is not going to settle for temporary custody of my daughter. She and Rebecca will find a way to make it permanent. This is what happened with little Ethan. They had the courts declare me an unfit mother, Louise. Rebecca and Julian adopted my son, and just so they could sign him over to Ethan and Gwen.
But you got little Ethan back.
I never should have lost him to begin with. But I did, Louise, so I did things to get him back, and now I have Jane, and I am fighting to keep her. And I'm not gonna give her up, Louise, not now, not ever.
Okay, now what?
Huh? What?
Fancy, I'm glad you're enjoying the merchandise, but having me stand here in my skivvies better lead us somewhere besides jail, okay?
Oh, it will, Ned, trust me.
Ah, no way. What am I saying? This is Vegas. Anything's possible.
Sorry, I didn't realize this was a massage room.
Part of spa, no harm done.
Thanks for being so understanding. I apologize again for the interruption.
It's okay, just shut the door on way out.
Your shoes! I'd recognize those fancy sandals anywhere. You're the people ripping off room service. I've got you now. And this time you won't get away.
Teresa, just open this door, right? We need to end this peacefully.
I'm not handing over my baby to Ethan and Gwen, Louise.
Okay, then here's what's gonna happen. Ethan's gonna call Harmony PD, and they're gonna come down here and enforce the judge's orders and take Jane.
You know what? If Ethan has people come down here and break down this door and rip my daughter from my arms, then he's not the man that I thought he was. I'm telling you, Louise, Ethan loves me. And he loves his daughter too much to put either one of us through that.
Well, what about what you're putting him through? Denying him his child and breaking the law doing it?
He can have Jane when he comes back to me.
Crying out loud, Teresa, you have got to let go of these crazy romantic notions. Ethan is with Gwen and they are staying together.
In the end, Louise, Ethan is gonna give in to his love for me and he's gonna come back to me. It's fate.
Teresa, there's something seriously wrong with you. Love and fate are what have gotten you into this mess. It's time you wised up and faced the truth. You and Ethan have no future together.
See, that's the difference between you and me, Louise. You don't believe in love like I do. You can't even imagine that Ethan and I will ever be together. You refuse to think that that's possible. But I know it's gonna happen, Louise. Just like Sheridan knows that Marty is her son. You should believe in love enough to trust what Sheridan believes. You know, Louise, not everybody is like you. Not everyone sees the world in black and white where only fact and proof matters. Some people follow their hearts, Luis, and they let love win out over everything else.
Yeah? Well, you're one of those people, and look where it's gotten you. Your life's a train wreck.
Well, at least I'm fighting to hold on to my child, Luis. I'm fighting to hold on to the belief that Ethan will come back to me, but you're losing Sheridan and you're not even willing to fight to keep her. Now, how is that for a fact?
So much truth comes out in anger. But Teresa is wrong on one point. Luis will fight to keep Sheridan. But it'll be too little, too late.
Thank you. Pilar, not every woman in your position would be so gracious.
Thank you.
De nada.
We appreciate it.
You look upset. Are you in the still? Are you in the over Marty's DNA test results?
Oh, Gwen, things have gone from bad to worse since you and I last spoke at the Blue Note. I mean, Luis won't even consider the possibility of Marty being our little boy.
Well, honey, you don't have any proof of this gut feeling you have.
I wish it were that simple. And the more Luis and I discuss this, the more I realize something about Luis, about the way he loves me, and something that he just can't change, and I can't ignore it any longer.
Wait, what are you talking about here?
I'm saying that there's a hole in the center where our deepest, most perfect love should be. A hole that only faith can fill, and for some reason, Luis is not willing to take that leap of faith.
What are you gonna do?
I have to leave Harmony.
Does Luis know?
I told him that I was gonna go away for a little while, but I changed my mind. I'm leaving Harmony and Luis tonight. For good. We're reaching a point where we are just so far apart on so many different things. I don't know how we're gonna be able to pull ourselves back.
Oh my God.
There must be hundreds of thousands of dollars in here.
But I would love to destroy you.